Oh shit, are we live? Are we live? Hit that thumbs up and thumbs up button. Okay, guys, listen. We got I'm doing a reaction to a documentary I found interesting, and I want to watch it with you guys. It's from a YouTube channel called Inside the Industry. Inside the Industry. This is about Kim Porter's daughters. You know, the two twins that Diddy had with Kim Porter. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna come back to my reaction. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Here we go.
Diddy has been accused of rape and a lot of other crimes by his ex-girlfriend Cassie in a huge lawsuit that details the disturbing claims.
Diddy found himself entangled in fresh controversy with his ex-girlfriend Cassie, leveling serious accusations against him, including attempted R&SA. As he grapples with these new allegations, attention has turned to his past cases, particularly the one surrounding the death of Kim Porter. Recent reports suggest that Kim Porter's twins are now confronting Diddy regarding their mother's tragic demise. Persistent conspiracy theories surrounding Diddy's alleged involvement in Kim Porter's death have circulated for quite some time. Adding a new layer of complexity, even Diddy's own daughters are now raising questions about their mother's untimely passing. In an unexpected twist, the twins' nanny has filed a lawsuit against Puffy, citing wrongful termination after being fired by Diddy for being pregnant out of wedlock. Business mogul Diddy is currently facing intense scrutiny over suspicions of his involvement in the death of his ex-girlfriend and mother of his child, Kim Porter.
47-year-old Porter's body found after a desperate call to 911. The entertainment world mourning her passing at only 47.
Adding to the controversy, Diddy has recently terminated the employment of the nanny, who shared a close bond with his daughters. Sources, choosing to remain anonymous, have reached out to a YouTuber via email to share information, emphasizing the need to protect their identity. The explosive email reads,
"These twin girls having questions about the passing of their mother. So to make a long story short, they don't believe their mother passed away from pneumonia."
The email not only disclosed the termination, but also provided insight into the reason behind the nanny's dismissal. Apparently, the twins and the nanny were delving into the investigation of Kim's death, prompting a panicked response from Diddy, leading to the abrupt termination of the nanny.
Diddy has seen a sudden change in the demeanor of the twins since the nanny was put in place, which caused him to interrogate the twins, and they ultimately asked him what really happened to mommy.
Reports suggest that Diddy's decision to terminate the nanny was driven by a heightened sense of anxiety, stemming from concerns that the nanny and the twins were getting too close to uncovering the truth behind his ex's tragic demise. The nanny, who had the well-being of the twins at the forefront of her actions, has now identified herself as Jane Roe and taken legal action against the father, filing a lawsuit for wrongful termination. In an unexpected twist, it has come to light that the nanny is, in fact, a niece of the deceased model, adding a familial connection to the already complex situation. Moreover, the nanny was apparently the first one to discover Kim's death. It has come to light that the nanny in question was, in fact, a family member. On November 15, 2018, after dropping off Porter's twins at school, Kim's niece returned home to Toluca Lake, California. It was there that she made the harrowing discovery of Porter's lifeless body in the master bedroom, confirming the tragic loss.
The nanny was fired as a result. It's all over the blogs. The nanny did not get fired for what they are saying she got fired for.
Now, the one filing the lawsuit against Diddy is not just an ordinary nanny, but Kim's own niece. The unfolding situation indeed shrouds the truth in secrecy.
And you know what I noticed? Ever since those twins ever since Kim Porter passed away, I haven't seen any video on his Instagram with those twins. I mean, I think they're teenagers now, but matter of fact, yeah, they are. They're like, got to be about 17, 18 now. They got to be like in their late teens. I haven't seen any video because I follow Diddy. I haven't seen him put anything. He put Justin and he put King Combs on there. What's Sean Combs? It's Sean Combs Jr. He put Quincy on there, but I haven't really seen the twins. He'll have them on there every now and then, but not as much as they were on there when Kim was alive. It seemed like, so I don't know. Maybe they know something that their dad might have been involved in, along with the nanny, which was her niece. And maybe that's why Diddy kind of disses himself from the twins. You haven't really seen them around him like that. I mean, I don't know. I haven't, Anyway, let's continue on.
Shedding light on her perspective, the nanny reveals that following Porter's death, Diddy asked her to relocate to his mansion and take on the full-time responsibility of caring for his twins. According to her, she was responsible for the twins' 24/7 care. The nanny asserts that Diddy reacted with anger upon learning about her pregnancy in August 2020, expressing extreme displeasure. Subsequently, when she communicated her intention to take maternity leave, Diddy, allegedly infuriated, terminated her employment just before the commencement of her leave. She claims she was told her situation purportedly set a bad example for Diddy's girls because she was unwed and pregnant. The situation takes on an ironic.
He got a lot of nerve. All them women he got pregnant. Some Asian girl he got pregnant. We never seen her while he was with the girl from what her name? What was her name? Young Miami.
Twist, given that the statement about pregnancy-related termination comes from someone who is the father of 7 children without any legal marriage,
Right,
with a history
exactly.
that adds an extra layer of irony to his commentary.
Exactly.
Moreover, it has been confirmed through legal documents obtained by TMZ that the nanny is indeed suing Diddy. The basis of the lawsuit is Diddy's alleged unjust termination of her employment, despite her claims that she performed her duties exceptionally well. But this fact is denied by the spokesperson for Diddy. He said, quote, "This lawsuit is a meritless shakedown to extort money from Mr. Combs. Raven is not the niece of Kim Porter as she falsely alleges, nor is there any legal basis for this case to be filed under the anonymity as a Jane Doe. Raven was a part-time babysitter to the twins, who Mr. Combs kept on the job back in 2018 to provide continuity for the twins following the untimely death of their mother. Mr. Combs graciously permitted Raven to live in his home with her son and treated them like family. Her babysitting services were always intended to be temporary, especially since the girls were getting older and spending most of the day at school. In fact, Raven's transition out of her role was planned and agreed to by her long before she even mentioned that she was pregnant. Mr. Combs will take swift and immediate action to protect his family against these false claims. It's indeed a noteworthy observation that the nanny has willingly disclosed her identity, particularly given the prior efforts to keep it confidential. The fact that she opted to use the same name given by Diddy in the legal proceedings, citing fear of him, adds a layer of complexity to the case. This is what she said in court. Quote, "I am desperate to preserve the privacy she had left, terrified of possible physical harm to her and her minor children, and fearful of further victim shaming, blaming, and retaliation." Diddy's claim in court that the nanny was not fulfilling her job responsibilities further intensifies the conflict. Additionally, if the public warnings directed at the nanny are considered, it indicates a broader scrutiny and potential bias in the public narrative surrounding this legal battle. This girl needs to be careful because we know people tend to end up dead around him when they become a liability. Biggie, when he passed, they weren't seeing eye to eye on the money and contracts. Kim Porter's boyfriend, he knew about her book. Kim Porter, her laptop is missing and she was writing a tell-all. This girl needs to tread lightly.
Counts the day you put on the hits, the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out, think I pop.
The aftermath of Kim Porter's tragic death indeed
wait a
appears
minute.
to be marked by controversy and speculation. The notion that Diddy may be
Eminem did a song about Diddy might possibly killing Kim. I didn't know that. Wow.
linked
Eminem
to
ain't no
Kim's
joke.
demise has gained attention, especially in light of reports suggesting Kim was set to release a tell-all book exposing Diddy's alleged wrongdoings. The replacement of the coroner in charge of Kim's death investigation adds another layer of intrigue to the situation. The initial coroner reportedly discovered a significant amount of toxins in Kim's body and made this information public. His desire to continue the investigation, fueled by the discovery of suspicious evidence, raises questions about the circumstances surrounding Kim's death and the subsequent handling of the case.
They have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
However, Diddy refused to allow any interference. He was adamant about preserving the somber, mourning perception surrounding Kim's death. Instead, he decided to substitute the coroner, as the original one took an extensive amount of time to provide a statement attributing Kim's demise to pneumonia.
Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide and they found toxins in her body.
The revelation of the former
47
coroner's
years old.
death adds another layer of shock.
She was only 47 years old. You know, only 47 years old is what I'm saying. So, I don't know, man. What y'all
To
think?
these already perplexing events, the entire situation seems enigmatic, leaving many questions unanswered. There appears to be a shadowy history surrounding Diddy. Even now, as per Kim's family and friends, Kim expressed a desire to see her doctor but faced obstacles for undisclosed reasons. This struck her as peculiar since her doctor was unresponsive to phone calls. In response, she urged Diddy to arrange a meeting with her personal physician. However, Diddy orchestrated a meeting with a different doctor. The suspicion arises that Diddy orchestrated a sinister plot to end Kim's life, allegedly administering poison to accomplish this sinister act.
The first coroner's report that said that she died, it was ruled a homicide.
The plot thickens with additional intriguing details as two of Kim's notable friends reportedly reached out to her main healthcare provider. Surprisingly, the physician denied any communication from Kim and professed ignorance about her health condition. Speculation naturally arises, leading people to ponder the possibility that someone else, likely Diddy, had encountered Kim's doctor before she had the chance. This speculation gains credence given Diddy's history of ego, deception, and misuse of power. Even his bodyguard, Gene Deal, appears to have insights to share about Diddy's character. The pieces of this mysterious puzzle seem to be falling into place, revealing a complex web of deceit and manipulation.
He used that as a tool to get to everybody's heart, because who Kim was. Everything that he thought that could get to the people's heart, he put up there in that show.
One fan commented, quote, "Diddy did the same thing he did to all his artists. He reaped the benefits and left them broke." Adding to the web of deceit and manipulation, it's crucial to remember that Diddy is the same individual who betrayed Kim by engaging in an extramarital affair while she was pregnant with their child. The depth of the betrayal intensifies when considering that, in addition to infidelity, he subjected Kim to verbal, emotional, and even physical abuse.
When Kim was alive, praying with them, doing
Diddy is a fragile man. He has low self-esteem. You can tell he has to be flashy, because if he's not flashy, he feels insecure. You know what I'm saying? That's what I get from him. And you know what? He's a billionaire. Billionaires have access to things that us regular people don't have access to. And he could have well bought some type of solutions, some type of elixir or something that made it where he could have put it in her food because she was living with him, right? He could have put something in her food that she was eating and then made it seem, and then it could have made it give her a pneumonia or induce a heart attack. They got stuff like that. And, Diddy's a billionaire. So you don't think he can get stuff like that? He can get stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I believe it. I believe he, because she was 40. I remember Kim Porter, real slender. She wasn't fat. She was really into working out, her health kick, her health stuff. She was really into that. And then boom, like that, gone. Like, I don't know, man. Let's continue on then.
doing whatever he had to do to be with them.
Regardless of the
Hit that thumbs up button, you guys get a chance.
actual facts, Diddy's pattern of deceit continues as he consistently misleads people. He even went so far as to leave what appears to be a disingenuous and insincere note for his ex on Instagram. He wrote, quote, "Every day we celebrate you and thank God for blessing us with the time we shared together. Thank you for making me smile for a lifetime. You've made me a better father and a better man. I'm so grateful for all the moments, the memories, the laughs, and the love." Turning our attention back to the nanny, supposedly identified as Joan Rowe, disturbingly claims that she is facing threats from Diddy. This alleged behavior aligns with a pattern where Diddy resorts to manipulation and intimidation when individuals resist his control. If history is any indication, once Diddy initiates such tactics, navigating the ensuing complexities becomes an arduous task for those involved.
Listen, Puffy's tricking is legendary, and if you become one of his girlfriends, baby, you will tell tales to your grandchildren about what you had, who you met, and how you did it.
Remember, Joan is the person who witnessed Kim dead. It is possible that Joan had found out the real reason behind Kim's death, which Diddy has been trying to hide, because allegedly Kim was not discovered unconscious in her bed. Instead, she was found on the floor of her bathroom, and if they did find her in bed, it was because she had been placed there on purpose. There was blood found on Kim's pillowcases and also a slight track of blood on the bedroom floor that went to the bathroom. But Diddy and his facilitators continued to claim that it was pneumonia and that Kim died peacefully.
Kim died peacefully in her sleep, then they should explain why there was blood found on Kim's pillowcases and also a slight trail of blood on the bedroom floor that led to the bathroom.
So this means that Joan was the first one to see the blood stain.
She was coughing up blood. That's what that was. But she was poisoned. He poisoned her. This is the evidence there. And how did they make this into her just having pneumonia? If they got all this kind of stuff, and that's money, boy. I mean, America, you can get away with anything when you got money, especially if you're a billionaire. Jesus.
And she reported this to the media. And that's why Diddy fired her without any reason, and now even threatened Joan and her family too if the truth will be spoken. But she never wavered fearlessly and exposed everything about Kim's death. Another person who came forward and exposed Diddy's involvement is Kimora Lee, Kim's best friend. There's been recent buzz suggesting that there's a push to reopen the case surrounding the untimely death of Kim Porter, with her family and friends leading the charge. Notably, insiders indicate that Kimora Lee, Kim's closest friend, is at the forefront of this movement. Observers remember the profound sorrow in Kimora's eyes on that fateful day, having shared a deep connection with Kim and being well acquainted with her vibrant spirit. The news of the potential reopening of the case has understandably stirred emotions for Kimora, prompting her to take an active role in seeking further investigation into the circumstances of Kim Porter's passing. According to Hollywood Life, the fashion designer and BFF to Kim was seen crying outside of her late friend's home, and the pictures are crushing. Kimora was seen sobbing outside the Los Angeles home, where her friend had lived, as a coroner carried away her body. In one particular photo, Kimora can be seen standing with her hand over her mouth attempting to hold back tears. It appears that Kimora Lee has chosen to end her silence regarding her best friend's alleged murder and is actively involved in the search for clues. Together with Kim Porter's family members, she is now actively seeking legal advice. This surprising revelation.
And Kimora Lee got a big ass mouth. She got a big mouth. And not in a good way and a bad way. She got a big, and I noticed you haven't really seen her hanging out with Diddy since she passed away. You would usually see Kimora Lee at Diddy's parties, his events, his little functions. You haven't seen Kimora around Diddy since she passed away. You know, if she passed away and y'all was still cool, you would still be around Diddy. Kimora hasn't been around Diddy since Kim passed away. So I mean, I'm thinking she getting ready to do a tell-all. She getting ready to spill some beans too. On Diddy and on Russell Simmons. Let's continue on.
Comes from a trusted family friend of Kim Porter.
Chatter around Columbus is that Kim's family is seeking legal advice and is unequivocally in pursuit to slap Diddy with a lawsuit for wrongful.
The fans believe that there is a 100% possibility that Kimora Lee knows some sinister things.
She knows
Quote,
something.
what happens in the dark always comes to light. We must protect Kimora Lee Simmons at all costs, and other cliches. Another one added, quote, once his children knows the truth, they will never forgive him for taking their precious mother away from them. May she rest in peace, and may she finally get the justice that she deserves.
We haven't seen Kimora. Kimora kind of been laying low a lot. And Kimora is an attention. I'm out here in Los Angeles. I've seen Kimora. We used to interview Kimora when I worked for TMZ. And she would have parties. She would be out on the scene. You know, this is before Kim passed away. Ever since Kim passed away, I noticed you don't see her out nowhere. You don't see pictures of her nowhere. You rarely see her out. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? She knows something. Something happened that she know that Diddy took her best friend. You know what I'm saying? Because she's been really, really like kind of, you see her out, you see her do little videos here and there, but she has been very quiet. She hasn't been out on the scene, especially out here in Los Angeles. Let's continue on. Hit that thumbs up button, y'all.
Adding to the unsettling nature of the case, the initial coroner involved in publicizing findings about Kim Porter's death has been reported as found deceased. Tuffy News TV was the source that brought this disturbing development to light.
I've been told that he was the head of the snake into the investigation of the passing of Kim Porter. And not only that, y'all, he was the one who initially found something problematic.
Tuffy News TV has not only reported the alarming discovery of the deceased initial coroner, but has also revealed additional information sourced from insiders within the industry. According to Tuffy, an email from one of his followers suggested that Kim Porter had purportedly been attempting to reach her personal doctor without success. This alleged inability to make contact reportedly led her to make a significant and tragic error, marking a pivotal moment in her life. According to sources, in her futile wait for her personal doctor's response, Kim Porter reportedly confided in the father of her daughters. He in turn recommended another doctor. Unfortunately, despite these efforts, the outcome was tragic. Surprisingly, it suggested that Kim had an awareness of the situation. Allegedly, she sent a group text to her close friends with the ominous message, "He got me." However, the phone was purportedly confiscated by the security team that Diddy brought to Kim's house after her passing. There is a prevailing belief among some that Diddy may bear responsibility for Kim Porter's death, stemming from his history as a serial cheater. Reports indicate that he was unfaithful to Kim with her best friend at the time, Sarah Chapman. The revelation that Sarah became pregnant around the same time as Kim allegedly devastated her, leading to a noticeable death. To compound the heartbreak, Diddy seemingly flaunted his affair with Sarah publicly, showering her with extravagant gifts as if she were a trophy.
Happy Mother's Day, Sarah.
A noteworthy revelation that Kim's friends reportedly uncovered is the denial by the doctor who treated her in her final days that he had any contact with Kim Porter during that period. This assertion has been met with skepticism, as it seems implausible that someone with financial means—
I'm telling you, man, these industry women are scandalous. Your friend goes and have a baby with your baby's father. That's some cold-blooded stuff. So she had so much dirt on Diddy. Diddy might, telling you, dude, Kim saw some stuff dealing with him, being the father of 3 kids with him. You know what I'm saying?
Such as Kim, would refrain from seeking medical assistance when feeling unwell. Speculation is rife that Kim's inability to reach the doctor may have been influenced by external interference, with rumors suggesting that someone else may have contacted the doctor before she had the chance. A source has indicated that Diddy's enduring influence in the industry has allegedly resulted in the suppression of Kim's book, preventing it from being published. According to the informant, Diddy has purportedly employed legal measures, filing lawsuits against the involved parties. The claim is that the book contained information exposing his alleged unscrupulous dealings, prompting him to take legal action to prevent its release. In a now-deleted post, Al B. Schur, Kim Porter's ex-boyfriend and the father of her eldest son, hinted that Porter may have been running from something before her untimely death. He indicated that he had urged her to seek assistance from the FBI. She sent me this saying, "Life imitating art, art imitating life." Now it all makes sense. She told me other stuff too. She was running, I said call the hashtag FBI. It was last summer that the 53-year-old producer publicly cast doubt on the cause and manner of the model/actress's death, claiming in a since-deleted video that she was actually murdered. Quote, "Just found this footage from the morning I learned of Lady KP's, aka Kim Porter's, M, and how it ripped the soul from my physical body. I had no clue, but I do know very clearly that Kimberly didn't just check out all of her pneumonia," he insisted. "That's some bull. Really? This is where I get in trouble. We just celebrated our son Quincy's new deal and Christmas special with Netflix. And she was in fantastic health as well, laughing seeing me and Diddy's mutual exchange at the theater. I'm going to leave it here." The bold claims made by Al B. Schur garnered significant attention. But there are reports suggesting that Diddy's associates played a role in silencing these statements by allegedly pressuring Al to delete his posts. In the midst of these developments, Kimora, who shared a deep affection for Kim, took to Instagram to pay tribute to her long-lost friend. "You are a great mama. Between us, we have 8 kids who are all cousins. We are and will always be a family. I will look after yours, and you will look after and guide us all. What a beautiful, loving, sassy soul to have lost. We love you forever. May God bless your journey. We will never stop crying for you. Hashtag Kim Porter, hashtag Forever My Lady, hashtag RIP, hashtag Black Excellence. And more revelations are coming that he might have done something wrong with Kim, which is also evident from his recent case. After being in a relationship with Combs for more than 10 years, Cassie claims to have experienced numerous incidents of A, including severe physical abuse and R. The New York Times initially covered these troubling accusations.
People act like Diddy going. Oh, Diddy not going to prison, man. I don't think he is. I don't think he is. You know, I don't think he's going to go to prison. I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. If y'all want to finish watching the rest of it, go ahead and hit. I'm going to put the link. It's called Inside the Industry. They have really good documentaries. So I'm going to put the link to this video in the bottom in the description. So if y'all want to watch the rest of it without me, you can go ahead and do so. But if you enjoy watching this video with me, hit the thumbs up button and support the channel. Subscribe to Charles Arnett's World. Appreciate you guys watching, and leave it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. Diddy, man. Is Diddy, you know, I did a video. Is Diddy the boogeyman of hip hop?